you're watching this video is for the assignment due date document, which is located right here. So I know that I have my 143 class and my 171 class both watching this exactly at the same time. So I have both of the tabs open for my 143 class as far as your assignment due dates, and this is Math 171. This is what you're going to be doing. So this is going to be the document that you need to print out and put it in on your bathroom mirror, your bedroom door, wherever you go the most to do your work, because this is going to be the document that you need to follow. I know I might have some other dates and everything, and I want to apologize if I know I double checked everything, but I know that you might see some other due dates for a different date. Well, hopefully all of them are the same. Like if you go to one of these dates over here, looking at here, all my dates should be the exactly same that match up to this. But like I said, I make mistakes just like everybody else. But I know these two documents here are going to be what you need to follow because there are no mistakes on this. So always go back to these and say, Mr. Hanson, this says this, but your document says this. Follow the document here. This document is what you need to follow for the remainder of this semester for the spring. So let me go through a little things. Um, every Monday, this your next assignment will open up. So you have different assignments due, and all these due dates you notice is on a Sunday. Well, most of them are. Maybe not this one, but the rest of them are all due on a Sunday. My documents will open on Monday, and they will be closed. They'll be due on that following Sunday. So you have 7 days to complete any assignment. So what does that entail? Say for instance, on we have 2.1 to 2.3 for Math 171. You are to watch videos, read the book, get the knowledge maybe on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, you open up My Math Class Plus, start working on that, all those assignments in there, um, getting the understanding, and then make sure you have it completed by that Sunday afternoon. If possible, do not wait until Sunday afternoon to do everything. That should not be your plan or strategy for trying to complete this course. You don't start your assignments on Sunday morning and then finish everything on Sunday night. That's not learning. That's cramming everything in your mind. Space everything out. Do a little bit today, here, and then maybe on Sunday is when you go back, refresh, and practice because the following Monday, new material will open. So Sunday should be a practice refreshing of what you did throughout the week instead of actually starting the assignment on Sunday. That's just my suggestion for those of you that need help, need some tips about math. That's the plan that you should have every single week. Monday, Tuesday, learn, watch videos, read the book, make your notes out. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, actually do the material. If you finish everything on Wednesday, great. Finish everything on Thursday, fine. And then maybe Saturday and Sunday is your practice refresher before we start the new material when it opens up the following Monday. If you're unable to complete the test. So what I have here is a penalty. Now I do not have any penalties, no matter if you take a 143 or 171. There are no penalties for the homework assignment. So if you go to My Math Plus and don't complete it by Sunday, there is no penalty for that. Everything would just roll over to the next week. That means you have extra stuff to do. So I wouldn't advise that. But if something happened through that week and you weren't able to complete all the work, then it will roll over to the following week, and then you have to do double duty. But like I said before, the homework assignments in My Math Class Plus, there is no penalty for. The only penalty for My Math Class Plus assignments is going to be the test. So how does that work? When you work on My Math Class Plus, 2.1 will open, but 2.2 will not open until you make an 80 or better on 2.1. So it will stay locked until you actually complete 2.1. Once you finish 2.1, 2.2 will open. And then you have to make an 80 or better on 2.2 in order for 2.3 to unlock. That's the same thing for 143. On 7.1, automatically unlocked. You can go ahead and get started with that one as soon as the first day of class hits. 7.2 will remain locked and closed until you complete 7.1. So those are in sequence. Everything here is in sequence. Now, in order for you to do your test, you have to complete the test review and the evaluation for Math 143 to test and evaluate here. Then once you complete both of those, I think you have to make a 60 or better on the evaluation. The review is still an 80%. the test will unlock. Now, obviously, if you get all the way down to the test time for that week and you have not finished your homework assignments, you can't test because it's not unlocked yet. You have to complete your homework assignments in order to unlock the test. If that makes any sense. Hopefully, it makes a lot of sense. Same thing for Math 171. You need to complete 2.1 all the way 2.5 in order to unlock the evaluation. The evaluation is pretty much like a review. You can do the evaluation over and over and over again, and the My Math Plus will only accept the highest grade. That's it. So if you make it 50 on the first one, that's fine. Just review. That's important. Don't just open up another review to another evaluation just to try to do it again. Figure out what you did wrong first, and then open up a new one. You can ask me. We have tutors online, whatever the case may be. Then do another one. Don't just try another one just to be trying it. Figure out what you did wrong. You can always do that by going through Gradebook, and I'll go through and I'll walk through My Math Plus for those you have never been through my had My Math Plus before. I'll show you some of the features, but that's later. We're just talking about assignments due dates for this video. So for that particular one here, once you get again, you have to get a 60 or better. Now again, I don't want you to strive for a 60. I want you to try to strive higher. So even if you get a 60, you maybe do another one that got to get an 80. Now, the next question I always get, Mr. Hans, is your evaluation or the review. The evaluation here or the review. Math 43, you have a review and evaluation. 171, you just have the evaluation. But you asked me, Mr. Hanson, is the evaluation and review just like the test? No. It is a sample of what is going to be on the test. Everything you do as far as bookwork, you might have to do some labs. You might have to do some problems in the problems in My Math Plus. Everything is fair game for the test. So if you just study the evaluation, that's just part of your test. I'm just going to ahead throw that out there, let you know that before. Everything that you have worked on through those past weeks is legit game for the test. So the other than also too, some of you have some book work to do. Moodle will actually have that assignment, and I'll explain all those stuff each week when you have a book work assignment. But that's the gist of what's going on for these assignment due dates. Now, if you get down back to the penalty now, if you get down to the test, the chapter test, and you're not ready to test, that's when the 10% deduction will happen, which means that it drops one letter grade. So if you get a 100 on your test, but it was late, that means you missed the due date of February the 7th, then it automatically drops to a 90. If you get a 90 on the test, it drops to an 80. So it drops pretty much one letter grade. So it's important for you to do all your homework assignments to unlock the test. Now, if any students here, any past due grades in here, I'm going to go ahead and submit a 0, but you're more than welcome to go back. Well, you have to go back because in order to unlock the next assignment, you have to get an 80. But I'm going to put in zeros after the due date because I have to keep updating Moodle for Gradebook, and I have to keep updating your My Math Plus so everybody knows what you actually are doing in the class. So even though it says past due, and then I change it to a 0, you are more than welcome. You have to go back and score an 80 or better to unlock the next assignment. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. I know I said a lot, but maybe if you watch this video again, slow it down a little bit, you can get a better understanding of that. So now the next thing is the part I haven't read. Any student that does not respond to a test email about a missing assignment or a past due assignment, failed assignments, whatever the case may be, I'm going to send you a text saying, Sally, Jennifer, John, what happened to you turning your assignments? Is everything okay? Because you went a whole 7 days without doing anything. That's a problem. I'm waiting for your response on the text or email. If I do not get a text or email, that automatically puts you at a red flag in my class, and I'll document it, and me and my department chair will have a conversation about that certain thing. If it goes again another 7 days, which equals what, 14 total consecutive days without you going into my math lab to complete the assignment, clicking on something in my math lab, something like that, if you go 14 consecutive days, do not tell me what's going on, do not communicate with me, I'm going to have to withdraw you from the class. That is not my policy, Mr. Hanson's policy. If you notice in any online class, all your instructor says go 2 consecutive weeks without doing anything, you automatically get withdrawn from the class. I don't want that to come to that, but if you're not telling me what's going on or communicate with me, I don't know what to think. I'm not in your shoes. I'm not at your house. I don't know. So have to withdraw you from your online class, and you have to re-enroll again either in the summer or the fall. So once again, please communicate with us. Let us know what's going on about your situation, and actually follow up. Again, don't just tell me what's going on, but tell me your plan that you plan on getting back on track. Don't just say something happened and this is what it is. This is the way. Tell me your plan on how you want to get back on track, and I'm gonna hold you true to that plan um, that you lay out for people. Make sure it's realistic that you can actually do. The other thing that gets late penalty on is anything you submit into Moodle. So if you submit an assignment into Moodle, that's also going to have a penalty. That one's probably going to be 20% of your deduction as far as there. So that's going to be labs, bookwork, stuff like that will get documented as far as penalty, late penalty. So test is 10%. Things turned into Moodle will be 20% after the late fee. But again, anything in my Math Plus as far as homework assignment, there is no penalty for that. You'll just get a past due marking, and then you again just go back and do the assignment and get an 80 or better. I think that's pretty much it. Though the last thing we'll also talk about is April the 11th, and that's also on this one here, April 11th. Whatever's in green here. So if it's a different date for somebody else, but when I have here, when I say last day to submit late assignments, that if you have a lab, if you have bookwork, if you have something that you need to turn into me online, I am not accepting any late work past April the 11th, because then we need to go ahead and get past our last test and then the final exam. I don't need you to try to catch up on what you need to do as far as here. So after, and now you're more than welcome to do it. It just won't be graded. So if you want to turn it in and just to see what you have or to get the learning experience for that particular assignment, and you turn it in after April the 11th, that's on you. I won't grade it, or it won't count towards your grade, your overall grade. So you have until that a mark to get it in. So remember though, you don't want that late penalty either. So all these assignments that you have to be turned in, you don't want that late penalty tacked onto it. So make sure you have those assignments in on time. So I think that's it as far as the assignments. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, oh, last thing, there is a column here to let you know, to help you also keep up with things. So if you print this out, put a little chart mark here or a yes or no. Did I complete this? Yep. Did I complete this? Yes. Did I complete this? No. Yes. That way you'll know what's due on that certain week, so they can keep up with a lot of things. I think I did the full math 171 also. Yep, I have it right here. So you can just check off those as you go to make sure you have everything uh, turned in. So, oh, I apologize for this one being so long. The other ones will be short and sweet, I promise.